Welcome to Bestride DIY. I'm going to show you how to fix this Icemaker which has frozen over. It had started making some grinding sounds and was producing ice pretty slowly. And I kind of went to take a look at it closer and I found the culprit here. So for this, I'm just going to need a screwdriver. I've got a Phillips and a hammer. And what I went ahead and did, I just turned it off. And this is held in by two screws up here. And you can see that big chunk of ice in the top there. And it's actually extending into the water outlet hose there. So this is down beneath. You can see the power cord. We're going to unplug that. Now to loosen everything up, I can use the hammer, but first I wanted to use a hair dryer just to loosen things up first. So I'm just going to do a normal mode, hot setting of course, and just start blowing. I'm going to blow where this ice is, but also blow around because some of the ice had dripped off the side and was kind of adhering to the Icemaker itself. So I'm blowing here, and later I'm going to bring it back out and I'll show you where I'm going to blow it. Now keep this in mind when your Icemaker is slowing down and as long as it's functioning. So first we're going to remove these two retainer screws. I went ahead and changed to this type of screwdriver to take these out. Just keep in mind, be very careful when taking these out. You don't want these to fall into the freezer and then you'd lose them for quite a while. So these were the only two holding these in. And then now I'm going to unplug the power. You have to press and then pull because there's a retaining clip on the side there. And now we're just going to pull this ice machine out because it's unplugged. And there may be some ice kind of sticking to the back, which there was. I kind of had to pull it and yank it a little bit as long as I was holding onto the power cord to secure that. And this was where that big chunk of ice was. It was sitting in here, so the water coming in wasn't going into the ice tray, and it was causing issues with the motor as well. So normally the water drips into the ice tray and it makes the ice, of course. And I went ahead and blew some more because there was some ice on the little water outlet valve and then around the backside. Now this job wasn't as complicated. Sometimes you can get ice covering the whole backside if you're unlucky, and then it's going to take a whole lot more work where you're going to actually have to use the Phillips head screwdriver as like a chisel. Now then after that, it's just a matter of placing this back in and hooking it back up. Keep in mind, it may take not bending, but angling it a little bit to get it back in because of the close quarters. And you're going to want to go ahead and plug it back in first. I found that worked a little bit easier into the pin connector down here. And then I put the screws back on. Again, I'm going to remind you just to be very careful when putting the screws back on because you don't want to lose them. Actually, it helps to have a little magnetic tool to actually place the screws in because you can see I dropped one on the right, which I later found and just need to put back in.